we have a 2003 Jeep Liberty Limited with the 3.7 liter. My friend of mine owns this, saying that it doesn't run right. I confirmed that it does not run right. I drove it from his house just a few houses down, and I will say that it needs a head gasket because I did notice some white smoke coming out of the back side. It is awful stinky when you drive it, and it's got a miss. I'm not sure which cylinder yet, but then I did the sniff test to the overflow bottle, and it's a little petro-y. It's got a little petro-y smell. So hopefully that's it. All it needs is a head gasket. I will be advising him to do the timing chains and guides if that's what we get into. Hopefully, that's it. He doesn't need an engine. We'll be doing maybe a compression test, look at the spark plugs, maybe even put the bore scope down and see if we could see any damage. It doesn't sound like there's any knocking. Just feels like a misfire. So maybe I did look at the dipstick of the oil dipstick, and it looks clean. It smells good. So I think we were lucky there. We'll be draining it and seeing for sure, just to make sure. But yeah. So our next one. All right, it's really not very easy to take all the coil plugs off just on this side. The other side's a little more difficult, so we're just gonna take each one off, look down in the cylinder, see if we see anything that's not looking good. Take these coils off here. Go, and one more. Okay, get this little clip here that's sitting on top of the coil bolt, so don't forget that. And we're looking at an extension for that last one. Maybe it'll just be a misfire. Poke it around with a magnet. No crackage here. No crackage on that boot. No crackage, just a little dirt. That does not feel good. Moment of truth here. And we do not have any aluminum. Let me look down in the hole real quick. It's really hard to tell if those are stripped out or not. They don't. I don't have any filings or anything. Okay, well, here's what I believe that I'm seeing. This is the top of the cylinder. I mean, it looks like carbon, but then it looks like there's a clean spot. Clean spot to where it was burning that coolant. Just a side note, but look at the electrode on there. Now that's a heck of a gap. That's about as big as a gap that I've ever seen. So that's not good. But we'll check out the rest of them. So I took out those 3 spark plugs on that one side. After I let them soak with some PB Blaster, none of them stripped. But if you look closely, this is that first one. The electrode is very receded. And then this one, the ceramic is gone. Huh. And then this one, the electrode's receded quite a bit. So I'm guessing it's overheated. It's been running lean or something to erode those electrodes. So we'll find out. So I just took the bore scope and put it down in and looked down on this bank. The second cylinder had coolant in it, and I'll show you the pictures. And the last one, the far cylinder, had coolant in it. I'm gonna be disassembling the left-hand side and doing the same. I'm imagining, you know what? I'm optimistic that it's fine, that we only have it on the one bank, but I believe I could take the coolant tank and just take it off the wall and then move it over, take the intake pipe off, tube, and get at the rest of them. We should be in pretty good shape. Excellent. Just taking these coil plugs off. Boy. There we go. Oh, these are 2-wire coils. BTW. The fuel rail's got a hookup for fuel pressure. That's kind of cool. You know, working on multiple things comes at a price. My 3/8 electric ratchet, it's in that tool bag in my car, which is way over there. spark persuasion. That's the ticket. Now, alright, one more to pry up here. Stubborn guys. Giving it all. This one is not budging. Do we have to break it? Alright, we're not going to mess around with that coil. We're going to take these two out and see if they've got coolant in them. I know one thing. This spark plug was way easier to get out than some of the others. Well, that electrode's gone. Let's see this electrode. Might as well be gone. Jeez. No wonder it was misfiring. Okay. Down here. I'm gonna take the oil plug off. See if we've got any coolant in it. Nope, good oil. I need to take this upper support out. Maybe we'll take the air box out, or that would be handy. Bingo. There we go. Beautiful, Clark. Let's see how this air cleaner looks. Absolutely perfect. We got we got a 10 here and a 10 over here, and it looks like this cover might just slide up. I'm gonna have to take this guy loose here. Not really a good shot, but there we go. This guy's got a fan attached to it. Okay. Kind of cooking with gas now. All right, here we are. Let's bring you in here. Take a look. We got a lot of stuff to see. I'm wondering if we can still just fold that compressor out of the way into that where the spot where the air box was, because I really don't want to dispel that and then have to refill it. All right, we're gonna do a cylinder leak down test. I've got this compression gauge hooked up to what I believe is number 1. All I'm really doing is making sure that I'm on the compression stroke, and then I'll take that out and make sure that it's at top dead center. So I've got this started on the compression stroke, so we're going to go ahead and take that out. And what I did, we lubed these threads of this hose and the fitting with WD-40 so we can easily spin it in and out. So we got a long screwdriver here. Okay. See. Still coming up. Really hard to tell because it doesn't. I think we're close enough to TDC. It's still on compression stroke, so. Alrighty, here goes nothing. 25 psi. That's the air is moving in here. Get a piece of hose. Hear it in the intake. The numbers are it's 20%, 22% at 22 psi. And that's, I'm guessing that's expanding the rings. So the more pressure you put on, the more you're expanding those rings. So that's, I guess that's good. All right, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Alrighty. Close enough. Oh, look at that. That one's even better. Well, about the same. But still good. Okay, we'll ask it nicely first. We'll nudge them politely. Yeah, and we'll tell them you disappoint me. God. Well, something popped loose, but nope. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to be taking that coil off, but at least we have the intake free, and we'll have to pop that out when we have the head off. Alrighty, moving on. Bingo. Would you look at that? We got leakage, but we got another good cylinder. Huh. How do you like them apples? Okay. Cleany, cleany. There we go. Okay, next. Okay, we got considerable leak down there, but remember we do have a blown head gasket over here. Listen over here. Yep, definitely in the intake. Check our crankcase. Yeah, we got some. Hear it in there. It's very little. But I still think that's a good test. So we're good there. Una más. I'm excited now because when we get this done, we can start with the fun stuff, and it's tearing stuff down. Good stuff. Probably, I'm going to assume we're right here. Yep. Of course, that's right in my ear, but no, we're good. That's good enough for me. Start with our upper radiator hose, our lower radiator hose, then serpentine belt, and then we'll get the AC compressor moved out of the way, take the alternator off, take the fuel rail off. So well, she's loose. We'll just snap it back in place. Alright. Put this 15 down here on this tensioner pulley and take the serpentine belt off. We do have a good diagram on that panel of which way this goes on, so we're not going to worry about that. Off she goes. $15 long bolt here and 15 here. Wires going to the clutch here, right here. Get that guy free. Looks like we got a bolt here, and this bolt over here, and I think that guy will be free. This one looks a little bit smaller. It could be a 14. Bingo. Go, and we will, I don't like the kink there, but I think we'll, right now it's good, but we'll eventually tie it out of the way. Mr. Alternator, you're next. 13. All right. 8. Not bad. Purge valve. Oh, they vented it from the oil fill over here. I don't know if that's a PVC, but it's like a little plastic. Barely anything left of it. There we go. All right, what are you? There's a temp sender. How do you? All right. Alrighty then. You gone. Yeah. This thing turns. I don't know if it turns and comes out or, well, it does when it's broken. Maybe that would just be a PVC valve. Something like that. Yep. PVC valve with coolant in it. Okay, well, that should be cheap enough, huh? Let's hold this guy on. Other side, yep, one is barely on. We'll check out the end of these hoses. They're probably cracked. Oh, this one is for sure. No hose. Both of them are cracked. I mean, this thing had multiple reasons not to run right. I mean, this wasn't even, it probably wasn't even hooked up because that was broken. That there. And the broken pile. Alrighty. Moving on here, we got these coolant hoses. They're gonna have to come off. We don't have to take the throttle body off. We have to just take these connections off. This is this whole tube behind the throttle body is part of the intake. So we'll get these guys off, get our harness out of the way, our fuel rail, and then we'll decide whether we're going to take the intake off first or continue with the accessories. Bingo. Okay. Got this one coming. Yeah. Got a little drippage. Oh, yeah. Okay. Come on out of here. There you go. All right, I think we'll take off the intake and the fuel rail. Uh-oh. Okay. This comes this way. Alrighty. Just this hose going to, looks like the brake booster. Be ready for these fuel injectors next. Taking those off, or we get by with taking the fuel rail off first. I believe we can. Looks like a couple of 10s. Nope, even smaller than that. Looks like maybe 8s. And of course they have little clips on them. Where's your safety glasses? Huh? We lucked out. Those little guys pack a punch.
Just gonna mess around and hold fuel pressure. You need to harness this before it goes flying. Okay, got it. 3 down. Anything metal here? Of course not. Yeah, that's metal. Okay. Got him. Maybe just sit there. Last, but not least. Okay. Now we got. Okay, see it? Nothing out if we can hit. It got him.
Now the injectors are going to want to come with it, I think. Nope. There we go. Nice little bath. Fuel. Alright, fuel rail coming up. There we go. Alright. Oh, they just come apart. Alrighty. Get this harness out of the way. Boy, those clips, you pull up on them, they just disintegrate. Alrighty, intake is coming next. Ooh. Little what do we have? Okay. This guy whips his way out like that, and this guy kind of the same way, although it's kind of like a little T in there, and that guy comes off. Alrighty. Just slide. Oh, please slide out. Alrighty. We're free. We'll work on that later. Oh yeah, the dipstick goes back there goes right into the block, so we could have taken that 10 off and pulled that guy right back out. So at least we know we could put that in when the intake goes back in.